Naja Ghana side by side. Football dreams we won't divide.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Ghana Naija Ballers. If you're new here, you know what to do. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. Wow, you've seen that game. Nigeria almost drew against Lesotho. The game ended 2-1. We saw how difficult the game was in the first half. We saw, oh my god, we're going to talk about everything about that game right now. So subscribe if you haven't and hit that notification bell. Now, breaking news: South Africa and Zimbabwe, that game ended 0-0. That's before we go into the Nigeria game. Zimbabwe, South Africa ended 0-0. Benin beat Rwanda 1-0. I told you guys that everything is playing in the hands of South Africa and all that, but we know, we've heard about Eritrea and points deduction and all that, and the calculations and all that. Nigeria needs to beat Benin in Uyo if we want to get any chance of qualification. That is the only thing. Nigeria needs to beat Benin Uyo 100%. It's going to be very difficult. But let's see. Now, talking about the game today against Lesotho, the game started in a very, very terrible manner. Nigeria were terrible without the ball. Even with the ball, they couldn't do anything. You just 1, 2, 3, 4 pass in the midfield, then they move it to the side to cross to Tolu Arokodare and Osimhen. That is the only tactics. You could see the space from the midfield and the strikers, very huge. If you see Iwobi at Fulham, he occupies that midfield area, that place that is empty. That is the space Alex Iwobi occupies at Fulham. Ndidi, misplaced passes. He doesn't know how to link. Oh my god, it was terrible. It was terrible to see, because the link between the midfield and the attack was missing. It was missing. I don't know what Eric Chell was thinking. This 4-4-2 is not working at all. The 4-4-2 is not working. We should tell ourselves the truth. It's not working. We can't play like this in the AFCON. We won't even reach the quarterfinal, regardless of getting to the final again. So in my humble opinion, we have to change the way things work. We saw how Ademola Lookman is struggling. Moses Simon is struggling. Victor Osimhen is struggling. He had several chances he created himself. He even gave the assist for Akko Adams' goal. You see that these players, they are doing everything to qualify, but the coach is not helping matters. They are coached poorly. Second half, they came in, got that penalty, and through seconds scored a wonderful penalty kick. Goalkeeper followed the ball but couldn't save it. Could tell you that he's very, very skilled when it comes to penalty. Then Nigeria got after Nigeria got the first goal, then Nigeria got the second goal through Akko Adams. Now, if you see, Akko Adams was the goal he scored was a very, very good goal, because you could see that he did his leg over and he struck the ball like a striker. He was striking it with intent. He directed it to the other side of the goalpost. This is a striker, strong striker, hard-working striker. He knows what he's doing. If you have Victor Boniface in similar position, you will see how he will play. So now, the way things are going is as if Victor Boniface has no way back to this team. He has to work really hard if he wants to come back to this Nigerian Super Eagles team. The AFCON, I don't think Victor Boniface is going to the next AFCON unless he does something extraordinary from now to December. But I don't see that he will be called up to the next AFCON. I don't think Victor Boniface will be called up, because we have Akko Adams, who has come in and scored goal. We have Cyril Dessers, we have Tolu Arokodare. All those strikers are ahead of him. Then we look at the performance of the defense today. Nwabali, shocking. When I say shocking, I mean shocking. Sterling Nwabali almost killed us today. The goal we conceded was a terrible. He came out. Why are you coming out? Your defenders are there to head the ball. Why are you coming out? Sterling Nwabali cost us that first goal, and he almost cost us the second one. I saw that. Listen, I almost had a heart attack. I couldn't believe it. How can you shout for your defender? Leave it for me. The defender will just dodge and you catch the ball. You were there. When the defender tried to hit it and he couldn't, then he hit your body and fell down. You were shouting at the defender. Did you tell him before? Shift, leave it for me. I'll catch it. Did you tell him? You were looking at the ball, looking at the sky. Him is also looking at the sky. Both of you got confused. If a ball is coming and it's for you, you shout. Tell him, Semi Ajayi, leave it, I'll catch it. That's how goalkeepers communicate with the defender. But he didn't. He was shouting at Semi Ajayi. Ajayi was telling him that I didn't hear you. You didn't tell me anything. It's crazy. If Nwabali doesn't step up when Maduka Okoye comes back, he has to be replaced. He has to be replaced because it's shocking now. Why is he making so much mistakes in Nigeria? Why? Is it that he's not communicating well with the defenders or what? It doesn't make sense. I don't know, because today it didn't give me that feeling like this is the team that deserves to be at the World Cup. Yeah, the way Nigeria played today is not. They don't deserve to be at the World Cup. They didn't play like a team that deserves to be at the World Cup. It was shocking, to be honest. Terrible football, especially in the first half. Then in the dying moments, we can see the other one. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know what to say. Stanley Wabeli came out to catch the ball and oh my God. Let's forget about the goalkeeper before they say I have an agenda against Stanley Wabeli. Let's forget about Stanley Wabeli for now. Now let's talk about what are the chances of Nigeria qualifying. The last fixtures is going to be interesting because now South Africa will have to beat Rwanda. That game is going to be very, very dangerous because South Africa will be playing against Rwanda and they have to come out and score Rwanda, which gives them a Rwanda opportunity to hit with the counter attack. Now they have to go all out against Rwanda. They must win that game if they want to qualify. Then Nigeria, on the other hand, if Nigeria beats Benin away from home, that's Nigeria beats Benin. Benin playing away from home, so Nigeria playing Benin in Uyo. If Nigeria beats Benin, it will be 17 points, right? Nigeria 14 points, South Africa 15 points. Then Benin 17 points, so 17, 15, 14. Nigeria wins that game. Nigeria will be at 17 points and tie with Benin. Nigeria will have to score a lot of goals if they want to qualify. But the thing is that South Africa might also win their game against Rwanda. Then that Eritrea points deduction will come in later after all this. But Nigeria will have to win Benin. I don't know if they can do that. So I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think will happen in that final game of the World Cup qualifiers? It's going to be very, very intense. Let's see what will happen. Ghana just needs to beat Comoros, and in fact a draw against Comoros, they are qualified to the next World Cup. So let's see if Nigeria and Ghana will qualify to the next World Cup. It's going to be a huge miracle, but Nigeria need to win that game against Benin Republic 100%. So that's all I think about this game. That's my thoughts about this game. Subscribe if you haven't and hit that notification bell. I'd like to know your thoughts. Follow me on our social media: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Ghana Niger Ballers, we're everywhere. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, guys. Till next time, goodbye.
Niger Ghana side by side, football dreams we won't divide.